This is another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I'm your host, Ray. To my right, I have Father.
Hi.
And then in front of me, I have Anthony.
What's good?
And then Ebony and Mark.
Hi.
And then to the left of me is AJ. He's eating, so he's be busy.
And here, we ain't talking about this or this. we talking about this.
They're really trying to make that a thing.
Yo, we should. Like,
And looming over me, casting my own shadow, is my boy Philip.
Hey, Auntie.
Hey, Auntie.
Hello, aunties.
Hello.
Hello, aunties.
Okay, Villain Club, I see you. I know that's not villain, but they best friends, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah,
This been an interesting week, I'd say. Especially in the media, like Hurt Bay. All y'all seen Hurt Bay, right?
Oh, yes.
Lord,
Yes.
Hey,
That is the funniest shit I've ever seen.
that dude Leonard or whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
Leonard.
He a smart ass nigga. I'll tell you why.
Why? Please
Because he's smart because not only did he play his role, but
That's ain't shit.
yeah, he played that ain't shit role, but he kind of just made a name for himself with that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, not, if you talk about Hurt Bay, you mostly it's gonna be about him. It's not gonna be about her.
Because he hurt his baby. Get it? No? Okay,
He's not Hurt Bay though. The girl is Hurt Bay.
Yeah, but he's like,
Well, he's her money getter.
You haven't seen Hurt Bay, right, AJ? I gotta catch you up.
He has to avoid that because I know him. He's gonna get
Oh
sentimental.
yeah, you'll get triggered. But
Just enjoy your rice.
all right,
Just
so
enjoy your rice and your
yeah. Let me ask you something. You think he was being a dick on purpose, or he was just
I feel like he was being a dick on purpose.
You think that was his natural shit?
No,
I don't think it's natural. I don't think he obviously don't like her.
it's not just that. Before the show even started, he said, "So how much you want us to send to your PayPal?" 900. All right, just go in there and just
Talk your
say some
shit.
shit.
Talk your shit.
They told him to do what Donald Trump did to become president, and that man took over social media in less than 24 hours. He got paid.
I get-
There's no. I don't care. I'm sorry. Like, I'm happy to use my boy Tyrese as an example here.
Okay.
You are a paid actor. I don't believe anything you say. So first of all that crying, he was paid to do that. This old Hurt Bay stuff, talking about now the stuff he said, he probably been wanting to say that shit to her when they was quote unquote not together. That's probably some shit he wanted to say to her for a long time. But guess what though? He wasn't saying that unless he got all his backs covered. That man got paid. And she played the stereotypical role. She was the Drake of the situation. She played her stereotypical role
Goddamn.
of being the heartbroken female so that way everybody on social media can relate, give them all that clout. Because when the last time you ever had a hell of a Hurt Bay since the first one?
Yep.
That shit was
I
a
haven't even
long
heard
time
of the
ago.
first one.
Yep.
I just remember
Other
the
than the
second
story
one.
about Brandon seeing Hurt Bay at the party, but other than that,
Yeah, but other than that, you don't know where this shit came from. How can somebody put themselves on social media like that and their reaction just that raw? Really? You got lights and shit?
yo, my man didn't give a fuck.
Like,
He said, I drank water, I exfoliated.
yeah. But my thing is, obviously he's doing better without her.
He is.
He's doing better.
He is.
His skin was looking clean.
The waves was on swim.
The waves was on swim. His skin was on hydrated.
His light-skinned beard was neatly trimmed.
It was.
Yo,
And as he talked about her in his own way, his eyes lit up. He meant what he said. He just got paid for
He
it.
was just, I think that he was, because some people were saying that, he was acting that way because of the fact that she has moved on and stuff like that. And some niggas out there.
oh, when she talked about
Some
I had
nigga.
a boyfriend.
Yeah, some niggas out there, they want to be spiteful. And instead of him, it's like his emotions kept switching so damn fast. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Because niggas are trained to do that.
yeah, but why?
Yeah, to keep that check.
He was trying, he was just doing too much to play a certain role. I'm just like, are you proud of knowing, like, having everybody know that you're an actual asshole? Like, are you proud of everybody on social media deeming you as, oh, he really ain't shit, he's a scumbag? I don't know.
Niggas,
I mean, it don't matter.
yeah, it don't matter.
Because in women's eyes, niggas ain't shit anyway, so you might as well play the part and get paid for it. Hell yeah, man.
Yes, I am.
Hell yeah.
Look,
Don't look over here.
we got this
I
one
am
in the background. She knows she
living
wants some shit.
proof.
Shoot your food first, Anthony.
No, Mayana, for real, most key. I'm gonna tell you something, player. In most of y'all eyes, we ain't shit anyway. So, yeah, cause y'all stay mad. Y'all stay so mad.
Like,
Not every black female, but
I'm only mad if you piss me off.
yeah, but the generalization, not specifically the women in this room, but the generalization of black women, y'all always mad.
No, hold on.
Y'all mad.
And there's a trigger.
You know, pause.
Yeah. Y'all mad.
We walking in.
Whoa.
Time out.
There you go.
If y'all didn't give us a reason to be,
No,
No,
not
it's
that.
not even
Not
that.
that.
It's not
See,
even
look,
that.
see, look.
It's not even that. Here's the thing. I don't like when black men especially say black women are angry. All women in general can be angry.
Yeah.
All women
No
are
matter
the
what
same.
Guess what?
All men are
But
the
guess
fucking
what?
same.
But guess
so
what?
it don't even matter whether
See-
we black, white, Hispanic.
See that right there? That right there is a no. I'm gonna tell you why. All niggas. This includes white people as well. That's just how I talk.
Still a man.
Yeah, still a man, but all of us ain't the same. Just like all of y'all are not the same.
I'm not saying the same like as in like the same. I'm saying like as far as men have men tendencies. So all men are going to have that same thing that men do. Women have women tendencies, meaning all women are going to have that same thing
That's what I'm saying.
that women do.
They're gonna
No, not that. What I'm saying is, you can't win or lose.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna tell you. See what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you why.
Same thing with y'all.
women can't win or lose either. You always want to blame somebody.
Well, see, the reason why y'all can't win or lose is because everything y'all do, people think y'all trying to sexualize yourselves and y'all not.
Sexualize that, and then
That's
black
one
women
of
can't even be angry. We can't even be angry without actually being angry. It's fucked up.
This is
No, we
You can't.
can't.
But you see how every black woman was.
Yeah, you just see how he just said black women is angry and y'all this and that. I can't even be angry.
But you see what
without being
happened?
actually
Y'all
angry.
wasn't mad, but because I said that, but because I said that, y'all got mad.
Yeah. Cause I
You see-
can't never
you see
be
what I'm
mad.
You see what I'm saying?
Why can't I be mad? Cause niggas ain't shit.
Yeah.
That's what, you see what I'm saying?
That just don't feel like it's a good reason.
Psych, no, that just proved his point.
Yeah.
But
Don't
no,
feel like
why can't I be mad sometimes just to be upset?
Being
But
mad
then I'm upset and
is a
everybody's
regular.
like, oh, there's another angry black woman.
Well, well, hold on though. Y'all can't even lie. When y'all get mad, y'all get mad.
Yeah. Cause
And
we
when-
always,
and when-
we're tired.
And when y'all get mad, when y'all get mad, somebody gets hoit. Okay.
Latino women are
They
even
get
crazier though. So what you?
I didn't
mean?
say killed.
Yeah.
I said
was about to say,
hoit.
Latin females will kill
Latin
your
females
ass.
are
Yeah, we
crazy.
always say like you get at least
crazy.
2 or 3
Bro,
stab jobs.
run into an angry Latina female in the street, man. You will get killed. You will get killed.
Ebony.
She's gonna take the blade out of her hair and start whipping it around people. She will.
You know,
she will fuck some people up.
Because I'm tired of that shit. Y'all always want to talk about some black women. Black women are always angry. Can't go another. Well, what reasons do you? Something to me. I was chilling.
Why I'm angry?
What I do?
Because you just called me angry. So yes,
Hold on.
But you see how that turned around? So that was my point. That was my point.
no.
That was my point. And the other point.
Just walking in and I'm angry.
But guess what though? Your face showed the minute we started talking about nigga.
Yeah. And that happens when
No.
you get cheated on a couple times. I mean,
But that was the first subject of the podcast. So I can't
Talk
help
about
the
her bae.
rotation. That's just how the podcast flow. But I'm saying that you already know, and y'all can agree on this. It's not just black women. Women who have gone through an experience with a nigga and men who've gone through experience with
Come over
a
here.
female.
Come over here, AJ.
When the subject comes up about ain't shit, everybody makes a face. Everybody makes a face because everybody had that person where they like, he ain't shit. The point is that when that subject came up about ain't shit, everyone who's been through ain't shit made a face. Subject number one.
Oh hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Niggas ain't
So
shit.
I'm not saying you don't have a right. You have a God-given right to be mad, especially if something happened to you. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Oh, black women so angry. Y'all need to just take Ritalin and calm down.
Well, that's
Ain't nobody
just
saying
a lot
that.
of guys don't do that. A lot of guys
Yeah.
like, I don't do that.
And that's what I'm saying. So and that's what I'm saying because you got fucking you got what's his name? You got what's his name? Tay Diggs. Tay Diggs is still taking heat because he quote unquote didn't date black women. You know what I'm saying? So he's still fighting a never-ending battle of being ain't shit because of something that his mother told him to do. His mother told him don't date black females. So him being, you know, like dudes, we always, you know, respect our mothers. Or we supposed to. So him doing what she said fucked up his whole career. Now when black women see Tay Diggs, look at that bald nigga. He can't even fuck with a sister.
He's dating black women now, ain't he?
He's dating them now because he's trying to fight it. And he's not sexually attracted to white women anymore, he says.
Good.
White women must.
Good.
Well, he went through like what, 3 marriages?
He went through 3 whole marriages.
3 whole marriages and divorced all 3 of them.
He didn't just engage them. He gave all 3 of them rings and documentation. And a ceremony.
I don't know.
Both said, I don't know.
He was like,
Both of y'all said,
that
I
thought.
don't know.
But Mayana, you ever heard my theory on the angry black woman? It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
And yet, I'm the only Latino in this room.
I said,
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
I never, hold on.
That's why I've kept my mouth shut this whole damn time.
She Panamanian, she crazy.
I have no
But that's
point to this.
of destruction. So you got
It's like sweet tea.
Once you,
But then the
Okay.
other side is you hurt me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, Mayana, my theory is I don't see that angry black woman thing as a weakness. It's more of a strength. The problem is y'all directed at the wrong person. I feel like there's a time and place for you to like spaz. Yeah, there's a time and place for you to spaz the fuck off. That's when you should use it because then people will start listening to you. It's the times where you see the people are just like angry for no fucking reason, and then I ask you, "What are you angry for?" And then I don't get a direct answer, or exactly. It's like, what the fuck is that? Yes. If I act, because men are natural problem solvers. Don't come to. Yes. Don't you think you want to solve the problem that other niggas are? No, your last nigga is a problem maker. I have to be the problem solver because you bring your. No. Well, he does not exist. Because your new nigga is a problem solver. Yeah. What are you, Joe Budden?
I date one man and have only dated one man.
You are Joe Budden now.
Everyone else.
She is Joe Budden. Go ahead, Wallace.
Talk fada.
Okay, so I have to father voice here because all that's happened. Stop. Let's have some decorum in this room right now. I'm about to break it down. So listen, you two, listen. Okay. First of all, there's nothing false about what you said. You have the right to feel every way you do. I was like, there's nothing false about what you said. However, there is a reason why. Because black women are the only women that have to go through racism and sexism at the same time. So when you have to factor those 2 weights, it becomes very heavy. And when it's very heavy, obviously you are going to get a very hostile person. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2, if you look at ancient African history, we come from a matriarchal system. Let's take it back to Black Panther. I'm not going to spoil anything, but let's take it back to Black Panther.
Okay, good.
Look at his entourage, his guards, all women.
All women.
And what do? They equally share power, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Black Panther isn't just the center. It's his guards. His guards were with him every step of the way. All women. His little sister did all those technological advances. He's guarded some of the most powerful warriors you'll ever meet, right? Okay. What we are missing, especially in this community, is an equal exchange of powers. Why women are so angry is because a lot of their problems go unaddressed or swept under the rug. You will notice a lot of dudes say, bruh, man, these females be tripping, man. Like, well, man, what you complaining about now?
Oh, snap. Look who just walked in the building.
Man.
And we doing a podcast.
Yeah, we do it. What up, man? What up, Xavier?
What up? What up? What up?
You made it. All right, go ahead. Continue.
So, like I said, like a lot of their problems get swept under the rug. So, while there's nothing wrong with the term angry black woman, it's just the connotation. It's just the connotation with it that is brought up by a lot of men. It has been. It's almost toxic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what we have to do is first of all, we have to educate. That's the first thing. And you also, and I feel like this is for the women too. You have to understand that most dudes are far too gone, and it's mostly because of their mothers. It's mostly because of their mothers. That's why they act the way they do. I had and AJ remembers this. Remember that boy that I was talking to on Twitter that said like he don't fuck with black bitches because the only black woman he'll ever respect is his mother?
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep.
And I was trying to explain to him your generalization of black women is flawed, and you're looking at it you're basically like cooning. Okay.
He is I agree. He was
Like,
a coon.
he's cooning.
Any black man is
Because
black
you are
woman's a coon.
you are
I'm
literally
sorry.
taking the image that white supremacy has given you about black women,
Yep.
and you have amplified it to the point where that is how you view them.
Yep.
So how is that not your mother if it's every black woman?
Exactly. By the way, all your niggas are coons. There you go.
So
I said
I've
it.
never
Fight
heard
me.
AJ say that.
Fight me.
That's
Fight me,
So-
motherfuckers. Fight me, motherfuckers. I'm sick of y'all
So-
fucking Fucci Boyz, but continue.
what we
Then they ain't shit niggas that bought into this coon motherfucking mindset, man.
so like no so like
Turn up.
Pop off, nigga.
so
Fight me.
I got my own.
Fight me, all caps, every letter space.
so
Like, goddamn.
You want my address? I got something for all y'all.
No addresses. No addresses.
Aesthetic.
Yeah, we don't do addies. We don't do addies.
Because I shoot a nigga.
Look, man.
and that's what I also want to bring up because
like
there's
the
a lot
cut.
of brothers out here that will kill for their black women. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of brothers that'll kill like they're out there. It's just like the issue is they kind of have to hide, I would say, because if they're out in the open and let's say they're trying to protect someone, then the fuck boys are gonna gang up on them and shit like that because I've seen it happen. So like they only I would like to say they're kind of like protectors from the shadows because like they do it with their sisters and like if it comes to them they'll like handle that. But for the majority of like what they just said and like how they think about it, they're not wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to explain. They're not wrong, but at the same time, there's understanding on both sides that needs to be brought up.
I like how you said that because the main reason why we have problems and miscommunication is because people don't let people finish talking. Let me.
And it was just some more bullshit.
But you understood. See, you don't understand. Your mind is clouded. Everybody else, open to killing somebody. Now, as I was saying, if people just understand, take their time, let people finish. You don't got to be Kanye West. Stop cutting people off. Let people explain themselves. Then y'all won't have no violence. At least in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah. I think that's when. I mean, even with that, like, I feel as though there's gonna be a slip up of words.
I'm gonna
some
reiterate
guys
again that I'm the
don't
only Latino
really,
person in
pay
this
attention
room.
to the things they say.
Yeah, you on your own, bro.
I'm on my own.
I'm sorry, like, y'all women
You
can't
still
be
a
contained.
minority.
Y'all women
Oh,
can't be
no.
contained.
Some guys don't
I'm a
really pay
liability.
attention to the things that they say and do,
It is-
and don't figure out
I'ma
how it
shut
like
up.
affects somebody. So it
I'ma
kind
just
of
keep
is
picking
just
up this
like,
battery
oh,
right
you're
here.
insensitive.
You're as much entitled to this in your opinion, as anyone else here?
But then again, it's kind of like
You
what
are
said,
dating
I
a
don't
black
want to have
woman,
a slip
so.
up of words. So that's why I would
Well,
like
if you don't have slip up of words, just say everybody crazy.
Go ahead.
Everybody crazy.
What I was saying was that I just feel as though, yeah, even with that, like, yeah, let the nigga finish talking, but then they slip up and say some dumb shit, and then it's just
Define
it goes
dumb shit.
downhill from there.
And then this is why I let father speak.
I like what Phil said. Give us an example.
Give us an example.
What?
Of dumbest shit.
The nigga will say.
Okay.
Anybody got, come here, Moski.
Come back.
Flo?
Guess who's back? Back again.
How high are you?
Moski's back. Tell your friends.
First of all, how high are you? Because you just floated your ass over. Come here.
Go on. Come here. Let my sister speak.
I'm about to go smoke again. Let's see.
Okay.
What's a good one?
Talking to the mic.
Right, I'm like, go ahead, girl, go on.
And
Okay. If a nigga lie, right? Or I'm just gonna say men in general. What's so funny?
It's okay. It's okay.
Whoa. Ándale, pues.
I
Ándale.
allowed.
Okay, when they they lie, right? Instead of me, I catch you in a lie, right? Instead of you just telling me the truth, you always get the dumb nigga stance. You know what the dumb nigga stance is?
What you mean? What you talking
What
about?
you mean? You always get the what you mean, what you talking about.
Hate that.
But if you know what I'm talking about and I already caught you, just tell me the truth.
Sometimes
right?
niggas don't even know they caught.
They got all the plans.
That's true.
Like you know what? Half of it is them being dumb, but it's also they've been living a lie too damn good that they think that shit real.
They done lied to themselves, that's why.
Okay.
But my honor, I got one thing to say.
If you got your nigga in the lie, especially the type of nigga that always lying and never get caught, if he ever get caught, he gonna keep lying because he believes his own lie.
That's all you know.
So it ain't the fact he necessarily, like, you caught him in the lie, but to him, he think he telling the absolute gospel.
That's the problem.
I'm not saying
I
it's
know,
not.
I know why that is, by the way.
Yeah.
I know why
Why
niggas
would
do
you
that.
lie to somebody
Because-
you're supposed to care about?
All right,
My
I'll
other
break
favorite
it
dumb
down.
nigga stance is
He's
this.
gonna break this down, guys. He's gonna break it down. Break the song down, father. Break the song down.
They be
And
like, Mo.
it's
They
the
be like, oh,
reason.
for real, cuz?
I ain't even lying, cuz.
You know that way too well.
You know that way
Cause,
too.
yo, cause they just be like, you was fucking lying, you was fucking that bitch. Why you?
You don't even know what to say.
He doing a little ritual, then you say it. Like,
Cause you gotta prepare.
Right, let me hear this.
So
break it down for
the
us.
real the dumb nigga stance, right? Let's break that down. So it can be one of two things, but it's all fundamentally ego. Men we are born with ego like that. Like our masculinity is very important to us, as you can tell. We will lie for it. And the funny thing is, we don't give a fuck. We do not. We will. I mean, yeah,
We'll hit
but
you
you
with
know, I'm talking generally here.
Yeah.
I'm talking like now most,
give you gun
because you know you got.
What? Fuck up.
Because you got. So, because you got men, because you got men that's more sympathetic than others, but you also got men that just literally don't care, and it's just it's not only how they're brought up, but it's how they were made to perceive certain things within their environment. So, like
They just hate niggas.
like I can tell you, a lot of niggas ain't shit because all of their friends
Ain't shit. Ain't shit niggas.
So like that kind of
I'm a motherfucking fuck boy.
yeah, majority of the time. So
Hey, shut
That's another trigger. That's another triggering word.
Use that fucking word.
That's one of the triggering words.
She about to come in. She about to come in. She about to come in. Everybody get ready. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I didn't even want to be a part of this shit. Here you come.
What was that noise?
Battery. It was
Why you throw my batteries?
Ain't nobody bitter, first of all.
Go get that.
Damn it, Anthony.
It didn't make it though.
Ain't nobody bitter, Ray.
Yeah, you got a man.
Exactly. That's why I don't have to say nothing.
Yeah, you can't even relate.
My life will never equal up to better.
So why you standing like a lemon?
Because I'm sick of you. You always got something to say.
That was him.
All y'all, all you niggas.
Have something to say.
All three of y'all. All
But
three.
again, this is why I kind of kept my mouth shut.
Wallace, finish it.
Finish your food.
I almost
Finish
kind of
your
lost my train of thought, but I'm gonna try and catch it. So as I was saying, like, if you have an ain't shit nigga, there's chances are his friends are ain't shit, and like his environment and his mindset is on ain't shit things. So
I don't want to go.
like that dumb nigga stance, that's how his masculinity is kind of defined around that. Other brothers, like, cause I know dudes that have their masculinity that's based on pleasing women. Those are your like womanizers and like niggas who just like to fuck. Like there's a wide spectrum of masculinity. A lot of it isn't really like just being ain't shit, but that's what's propped up basically. So it's really dependent on how you just approach certain things. You have to, because you have to realize, like, people have, like, they have an aura. Like, they just naturally have an aura. So you just got to have the divinity within yourself to feel that. Otherwise, you're gonna like look, but you're not gonna really, what's it called, experience, if you will. So that's just what we got to do.
That's deep. That shit sound like the hip hop community, bro.
Yeah,
Cause it's like they think all niggas are rappers because quote unquote hip hop.
And that's not even me trying to like cape for them, or that's not me trying to like defend them per se. I just know where it comes from.
Oh, there's a difference between cape and the Captain Save.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
because them Captain Save-A-Ho niggas are also, and I hate this fucking word, problematic. I hate that word so much.
But they are the
word problematic.
I hate it so much.
Dude, would you say there's different types of ain't shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course. That's what the whole explanation was about.
I've been an ain't shit nigga, and I wasn't even trying to be.
Like it was like it's different. It's different.
I'm just petty.
I am also petty.
Yeah.
I'm just humorous.
I'm the Dark Knight. I want
fucking
vengeance.
corny as shit. I'm everything in between.
Vengeance.
Colonizer.
Oh my god.
That's what it was.
I mean to tell you, take
You
that
was a
off.
colonizer.
Ernest wore that.
No, he didn't wear that one.
Me after I was done
He didn't wear that one.
Black Panther, that I would even call people colonizers. I would call white people colonizers. I call like
Heart attack. I thought it was that one.
It's not that one. It's the other white one.
What other white?
Wait, did he
They all
actually
the
take it?
same? Oh shit, we on YouTube. I shouldn't have said that.
That's racist. All white wigs look the
Huh?
same.
They colonizer wigs. And goddamn it, that's the brand.
Well, David got my afro wig.
Yeah, wait.
I don't know what the fuck he did with it.
Because I saw him wearing it when he got back in, and I was
Yeah, I know.
what did he do with it?
David probably went to go make the next Good Burger with that damn wig.
Sinbad.
Looking like dark skinned Sinbad.
He's like,
Funny how this was all spawned because of Hurt Bay.
Right, for real.
Seriously, what happened?
Like, fuck boys need to get their act together, bro. Like, shit. Damn.
Right now.
Please don't give him a reason to.
But fuck boys never get their acts together because they're their own separate people.
we'll talk about that. Well, I just let you watch the video.
Fuck
That way
boys
you
are
get
their
triggered.
own
That way
separate
you can get triggered
people.
on your
I wish
own
they would just
avail.
leave, but that's not the case. Like, goddamn, we are always gonna have fuck boys in this world, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck boy.
fuck boys are like DC comic and Marvel villains. Niggas always come back. The niggas always come back. You blow them up, they fall off a 400-foot drop
Real shit.
anticlimactically, and they show up the next issue like, "How you doing?" It's like I could have sworn I killed you.
They are
You did.
potentially probably.
You did.
It's not true.
It can't be true.
That's impossible.
It's not true.
You do your little-
Tell me it's not true. Say it's not so.
Why they holding their hand and shit?
Search your feelings, AJ. You know it be true.
AJ
What
over there.
the fuck?
Sorry,
And this is,
What the fuck?
What's the next topic?
See, AJ, you know why? Because
Yes, sir.
As-
Please,
One of the pure
Okay,
please give us the next topic.
AJ's
okay.
been
It's funny because you did.
I had 2
door. Cause of these niggas.
The bottle.
That was my eye. He got water in my eye.
No, Mark, no.
That's emotion right there.
I'm sorry.
Oh God, I'm about to fall.
God damn it.
Is it slippery over there?
Yeah.
The bottle busted.
Fucking eye slippery. Motherfucking water.
I'm sorry. I don't got
Turn, please blow my eye.
And this is why we didn't want to explain to him
This
why
is
her
why. This is why.
This is exactly why we
This is
didn't want to explain to him
what
why
I
her
was trying to
baby.
avoid.
And okay. Anyway, as I was trying to segue, someone mentioned Black Panther around here, and I wanted to say because like last week, everybody was such a high praise about Black Panther and all the other stuff. You saw people coming together. I wanted to know where do we go from here, because I feel like Black Panther could be like the start of something, and we could do something outside, like. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like for
Where
our,
do we go?
like community shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Where do we go from here?
Yeah.
We encourage the young ones to be proud of their black skin. This is what this movie started. And we continue that hype train of that, right? It's not even a hype train. We continue that train of that. To hype them up, keep them going, to be creators. To be creators of their own next content. And keep them to spread the black love. And plus, Disney has donated some of the money to start their own STEM research centers.
Not today.
Ain't nobody there.
God damn. Damn, that escalated like that went from 0 to not 100, but 0 to 1,000.
To change yourself that much just for people to accept them.
Exactly, but AJ doesn't know what to do. He's caught in that spiral of I want somebody, but I
he
can't.
tries to tell himself he's better off just like not finding anyone at all in life.
Yeah,
Shit, like,
he's
I-
talking about the monk lifestyle.
Bro, like I had that problem like right before I even got with Kayla. Like I've had like so many instances where like I've been trying to like talk to people, you know, have a chance, and then like there were just times where
I recorded. Yeah.
Okay.
He saw me record, so.
But
I had to teach him how to use the arrow.
I've
He
had a
knows.
lot of instances where that has happened. Like like I'm trying to like talk to people, it didn't work. So then like I'm like, okay, maybe something will happen, and then that doesn't happen. Then I'm like, fuck everything, like fuck all the women. I'm not just gonna be with anyone anymore. And then like I had to like breathe, and talk to someone about it. Just kind of like understand the reasoning as to why this is happening, and kind of just take a step back and really look at myself.
You should take up boxing.
Once you feel like
AJ.
you've gotten it out, like goddamn.
Something at least. He got to punch something
Shit, like
that's
for real.
inanimate and won't break on him.
Right. But it's just like, you have
I always
to
go to boxing. Boxing relieves
At
stress.
the same time, you're not as old as AJ though.
Right.
AJ's a bit older than
Yeah, he
you.
is.
Yeah.
So when you've been going through
not a
that
bit
for
of-
10 plus years.
Of the
it's
same
like,
shit,
Yeah.
you get angry.
See, you got lucky. You're
Right.
19, 18,
Yeah.
19.
18.
And you're
18,
able,
I
you're
thought
able
you
to
was
find
19.
something
No, I'm
then.
18. I turned 19
You
this
get
year.
younger every time I talk.
But like
mean,
to add on to what you said,
when I got
that's
here,
when
I was
most,
17.
Like, people experience like
Wait,
the
you got
first
here when you was
heartbreaks and shit
17?
like that. So they come with
Literally right out of high
experience.
school.
So like when they're in their mid-20s, they can kind of
Yeah.
look out for that.
Exactly.
So
And that's totally understandable, but I think he just needs to go through that phase of really kind of just like looking at, himself and just kind of like, figure it out.
No, he don't need to do what I do.
There's always somebody.
I had to
I believe
meditate
in that term of there's
or
always
punch
someone out
it.
there for
He
you.
got to relieve his stress.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
it.
me and Ray have seen some shit, so we believe that too.
Me too,
There's
right?
someone for everybody.
Like I always complain about myself being single. I'm like, my friends like, no, trust me, there's someone out there for you. Because there I see some people walking outside.
Yes.
But the problem is, everybody.
With this person.
But you know what? I can't even talk because somebody will probably say the same thing about me. So I'm like, I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for y'all. You look at them, you're like, now you know she is not that attractive to be with him, but you can't say that. You're like, oh wait, there's always somebody out there for her.
That's high school right there. For me, like I was just in high school last year. That was me.
My man just said he was in high school last
You
year.
gotta catch yourself.
I haven't
and be
seen
like,
high school
I need to
in
stop before I sound
11 years. It's 11 years, right?
Not 11 years yet.
Just about.
When the summer comes, that's 11.
But nah, some people are together though, and they shouldn't be. People are so lonely sometimes that they'll be with anybody just not to be lonely. I can tell you about somebody, but since it's going on YouTube, I can't. But I know a couple that's been together 15 years.
Right. That's too long.
And they should not be. Yeah.
Too long. My grandparents are married for 65 years.
Yeah, they're married, but they're dating. These people been dating for 15 years and they crazy.
My parents been married for 35 years. My parents known each other since they were 13 years old.
That's a long
time. But they traveled around Europe together.
Yeah.
They've seen a lot of things happen. They were there in Germany when the Berlin Wall came down.
Your parents got that.
How old are your parents?
What's that fucking movie? Your parents got the.
They know each other.
The love and basketball marriage.
Bye.
I really hate that movie.
If you want to be
That's the worst example. For real?
That's the worst example.
Did you watch that movie?
Q was an asshole.
I'm talking about the premise. Like they met when they was little. They had little.
And he was an asshole throughout his whole life.
Okay, maybe that's not.
I know. Did you forget how that movie was?
Exactly.
A little
Did you
bit.
not watch that movie?
I did.
It's a stupid movie.
He played her. Literally.
Oh shit! At the
Like
dance.
basketball.
Oh shit! Yeah,
For your heart.
Never mind.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could have picked the worst.
Okay.
My bad. I couldn't think of nothing. It was just the song when they first had sex. I'm thinking.
Got something to sing
That's
at?
what love
Yeah,
is.
Maxwell.
If y'all want to hear a Latino
Maxwell,
story,
that was a
shit,
good
I
song.
love Maxwell.
the way my great grandparents met were like they met. So my grandfather used to literally like wake up like every morning just to go meet my great grandma, so that they can ride the train together, do whatever. But when they met, my great grandfather, he didn't know English because all he knew was Spanish, and my grandma, she didn't know Spanish but she knew English, so they taught each other as they were getting to fall in love.
Hey,
I mean, fuck.
That's a lovely.
And it's funny because my great grandfather was born 1930. So it's
Fantasy.
like, they were married for 65 years. He passed away last year.
Oh.
That is fake. Fake.
Rest in peace,
Do
bro.
you get Chipotle and then you don't even eat the shit?
Oh my god.
She don't eat nothing.
No. Do not explain anything.
Oh no, I'm not. Just say, bitch, I'm greedy.
This is about to get real serious. It's close to. Okay, good.
Trying to have a discussion here. Yeah.
But yeah. See, if my great grandparents could do it, anybody can do it.
That's your great grandparents. They ain't have social media fucking their relationship up.
I was gonna say the same thing.
But that's but we're talking before. We're talking before social media. We're talking about before social media. Before social media fucked everything up.
But you can't talk about before social media fucked everything up because that's our whole generation.
And social media didn't fuck
No. You
everything up.
definitely can stay positive. I'm saying the example he used is fantastic if we lived in those times, but we don't. Everything somebody got to do or say, they just have to post that shit. Like, oh, I don't fuck with this person, or I don't fuck with my baby mother, so I'm gonna fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got to post their lives on social media. Why can't you use social media as a way to fight a cause? Like, why can't you say like, hey, I want to be a part of a society or like some sort of some recreational kind of thing? Why are you using social media to tell people that you ain't shit? And then like you get a laugh about it on World Star. When you think about it, bro, you really ain't shit.
I always say that 95% of people who use social media shouldn't have one in the first place.
You don't have it.
Real shit.
Like
I fucking hate
people.
these comments.
There are people who got Instagram since it came out
3 week,
and don't know what the fuck to do with themselves.
They just comment, say
Yeah,
shit.
they just comment, say shit. They start certain shit.
Then the same people be attacking celebrities.
Yeah. It's
For no
like,
reason.
so when you have these bitter ass people and then you give them a voice, what do you think gonna happen?
It's gonna get worse.
I had one of those situations like a few months ago where it's like I was on Facebook and there was this guy and he was part of like the group that we were in. It was like part of the battle rap shit. Like they have a group on Facebook, and there was this one guy who was just like pissing everybody off because he would just say shit, and then people would clap back, but then like. He pretty much told it himself, like, you know, he's like, yo, I say this shit because I want to say this shit. And he was like a I don't give a fuck person. And, like,
Does he do
everybody
drugs?
was, yes.
I figured.
And he drinks.
Yep.
So it's
See
like.
that right there? He has no limit.
He's gonna get shot.
He has
one
no
day.
life. He has no life. That's why he does that shit.
Yeah.
Because he's pissed off at everyone who does have a
He
life.
won't make other people feel miserable.
Right.
That's
And it's
why he said
like,
that shit.
you know, but the problem with that is because people were clapping back that they were giving him that attention that he wanted.
Exactly.
So people just need to learn how to just
Ignore him.
ignore him, right?
Always-
And I had to learn that because I clapped that back at him once because he was talking about my cousin. You know, so I clapped back at him once, but then my cousin, you know, kind of talked me down. He's like, yo, like, if you know, if it gets out of hand, like, I'll talk to him, but I don't want you to, like, he's like, I appreciate the support, but I don't want you to keep going because that's giving him the attention he wants.
Yeah, he's ignorant.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, but people just need to
If
learn
you
to
ignore
just- yeah.
retarded people, they're gonna be like, really? They're gonna stop.
Yeah. And then I think ever since that, he hasn't been on there since. So it's like, you know, because I think he got banned from the group because he was talking about the lead member of the group.
You see him
You
fucked
know?
up.
Yeah.
You don't talk about the
So
alpha.
so he blocked him from the group and he hasn't been back since because I don't think anybody else gave a fuck about
Get that ass back.
I always looked at Instagram as public snitching anyway. Because people, for some reason, wants to do the dumbest shit and put it on film.
They be snitching
Like
like
that
fucking
couple
That
was
is
shooting?
Snapchat.
like
Yeah.
fucking young NBA whatever that rapper is.
Young NBA young boy.
Something like that. His
Yeah.
girl snitched on him like a motherfucker. In the bathroom, went live, telling the whole story.
Basically, without saying it, snitched on them.
Yeah. Bitch, just because you said everything he did and not his name, don't mean you didn't snitch on him. Yeah.
That's not how. That's not snitching.
Oh,
Yeah,
that,
playing.
that bitch.
Well, did he beat her ass?
He beat her. Yeah, then he hit her on
snitching.
camera.
He punched the shit out.
He put on camera. Exactly.
Definitely beating the shit out of her.
But that's not.
And then he wondering why you go to jail.
That's what I'm saying. Cause like the reason we say that she snitched is because everybody had different interpretations of that story. All she had to do was say, "Stop, y'all, leave him alone. He
That's
was
what I'm saying.
playing."
It's
That's what
snitching
she
on
said
himself.
at first. But then here she
Oh,
go,
that video.
getting
I
on
remember that shit.
Instagram Live, telling her damn story in the bathroom. So it was like 7:30. No, this shit is still too recent.
She probably
That's
did
too
it
bad.
because
His
she was scared to
motherfucking
say
ass
something.
needs to be in jail. That's where he belongs.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the little boys
But she
like
was
that,
trying to downplay it.
Maybe
And she
she
made it
wasn't.
worse
Maybe
because
she
she
was
told the
actually
whole
trying to-
story. That's like, if you
Good.
don't want him
Sometimes
to go,
you do
Yes,
more
I'm
work
saying.
than good.
She
Sometimes
fucked up.
needs to
What I'm
snitch.
saying is
Yeah,
she probably
so
got
she
to
needs
do
to
it
run
because
her
she
mouth.
was
Exactly.
scared.
So my
Scared
thing
of
is,
who?
Keep
Him.
them ghetto fried
He's in
chickens off the
jail.
street.
that's what I'm saying. So if my thing is, if you don't want him to go to jail, why are you telling the
Shut
whole
the fuck
story?
up.
Shut the fuck up. So that way, he can
natural
ease
selection.
over. You want him to ease over? Shut up. But you want to
Natural
know. You want everybody to let everybody know that he's innocent. Now you fucked him up for real.
And you want
It's like
you
when
want
Soulja
everybody
Boy-
to feel sorrowful for you, but it's just like we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like when Soulja Boy like showed his Draco.
Oh,
It's
God.
like,
He wondered why the fucking cops knocked at his door. They picked him up after he ended the video.
and then he blamed it on Quavo.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but I just want to piggyback what you said because you said that like we don't feel sorrowful. It's kind of like because there's a story right now in South Africa that like the white people there are starting to get beat up and like are starting to have their lands taken away from them. And to that I say Ashe, praise to Ogun. But the reason why that is because there was a context for it to happen in the first place because you came and took these people's lands. And when they were the ones that was crying and dying and getting their lands taken away, no one said shit. So now that it's happening back on them, now y'all want to say, oh, we're all human beings. Like, nah, you can't do that.
Yeah, don't
Karma's
nobody fuck with you unless it's happening.
Yeah,
Can't
karma's a
nobody
bitch. So it kind of goes back to what you said that like you can cry because what's happening to you, yeah, it's unfortunate and it shouldn't happen. But if the context of it was there to begin with, and you kind of didn't do what you were supposed to do at the time, then no one can really save you from that.
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
But sometimes with those kind of things, I feel like it's not. It's not their fault
Right.
that land was taken from them because some of those people are young people.
Right.
Yeah.
And I at that time I feel bad.
Yeah.
Because I'm like they didn't choose that. Some of them could possibly be on the side with them.
Right.
But they're getting their stuff taken away.
you'll
It's
never
like
know.
where are they gonna go? And it's like wow, like then but it makes them really sit back and think like wow, this is the stuff that they went through.
Yeah.
What can I do to help them? so this kind of thing doesn't happen again, or to show people like this is the kind of stuff that went on back then, and now it's happening to us, and this is what we need to do to stop that from going on any further.
Some people say, "Oh shit, it's happening now. Let's work together and stop it," or they go, "Well, fuck them." It's no in between. It's either fuck them or help them.
By the way, where are my menace? That's Xavier, everybody.
Brooklyn, New York, you know.
I knew he was going to saute. I knew he was going to saute that in there.
Ever seen from Captain Civil War? You could never have a New York person saying anything while mentioning where they're from. Spider-Man and Captain America did that shit in the middle of a fight. Thank you, Xavier, for that.
New Yorkers are proud New Yorkers. Yeah. But guess what, though? Both of them niggas can lift over a ton. So the fact that they both can lift a ton, and they reckon, where you from? You wouldn't ask?
I'm from Queens.
Yeah, Brooklyn. Like,
I'm from Manhattan. Chelsea, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bird's mother was my
these
teacher.
dudes.
Like, where?
These,
oh. I'd have believed it. I'm not going to I'd have straight believed that.
Because these dudes are mad swole.
Spider-Man wasn't that swole.
Bet he won't.
He's cut. I wouldn't call him swole. He's cut.
Spider-Man is not known for being swole.
He's known for being cut. Not swole.
He's strong as shit.
Swole is Thor.
No.
Not.
Thor is not swole. He's godlike.
Okay, no, but we're talking about swole. Spider-Man is not swole. Come on now.
What you mean?
What pictures have you saw that he's swole?
Are you talking about that he's not strong, or you talking about like?
You know what swole?
Peter
Y'all know what
Parker.
swole means?
Oh, you talking about the look?
He's cut. He's cut.
Yeah. All right.
Swole.
Yeah. Okay, because I'm about to say
Spider-Man's cut.
this man
He
can
ain't
lift.
swole.
This man can lift over 300,000
Outta
pounds.
He wears a size 30 jeans from Zara.
Cause
He wear my size. He got 28 waist. He got 28 waist. He don't look swole, but shit, fuck him if you want to.
He wears a trench coat and
And knock your
crap-
bitch
he's
ass
built
out.
twice.
so basically,
fuck with my man Peter.
swole is like enlarged, exaggerated muscle.
Okay, so
and cut.
Brock
and
Lesnar.
Cut just means
Michael B.
there's
Jordan.
no fat around
Michael
that
B.
muscle.
Jordan.
A butterball
Michael B.
turkey,
Jordan's
right.
swole.
He's not. Michael B. Jordan is not swole.
Swole.
He's cut.
True.
He's fit. He's fit. He's fit and cut.
Michael B. Jordan.
He's not swole.
I don't.
The Rock. The Rock is swole.
But also,
The Rock is a
also
damn
let's not forget,
mountain.
if you want to get swole, there's a high percentage you probably bald. Because
Michael B. Jordan is buff. That's what it is. That's what I was looking for.
There isn't that many swole people
Jordan. Oh, yeah,
with
he's-
a head full of hair.
I would call him buff.
Yeah, he like bam.
Like Thor is an exception. He can get swole, but he's not like Dwayne Johnson swole. He's almost there, but he tones it back. You ever notice how you see a swole nigga and they bald?
Luke Cage. Shout out to Luke Cage.
Well, the Hawk is
Coffee.
yeah. The Hawk is
Free
Disney.
Christmas.
The Hawk is Disney CGI, so he can have hair make it through. He's fine. He's paid for it.
Puny arms.
But you know what I'm saying? Like Dave Bautista, he had hair for a while when he was kind of cut. Remember when he first started? He was still kind of skinny a little bit, but when he got swole,
He had little legs.
yeah, but like all his hair, it's like they went into his muscle. I don't know what be happening. It's like you can't be swole with hair. It's like your body doesn't want you to.
What's this? One Punch
I don't
Man?
understand. I don't know what the fuck.
One Punch Man's cut as fuck.
That's how they animate him, but he
Yeah.
usually cut.
Cut.
His head is a perfect egg.
No, cause there's I know you don't know him, but
I think that's what they was going for.
But you remember y'all remember Rob Terry from TNA?
Yeah.
He swole as fuck and he got hair.
Mm-hmm.
He does?
Yeah. Batista swole as fuck got hair. I mean he balded. He did
Yeah, he
bald.
balded.
John Cena still got hair.
John Cena is something else.
He's buff.
He's not
You
swole.
call him buff?
I would call him buff.
Okay.
No, remember,
if
he
you
wears
look, 'cause
a-
if you look at his muscle, you can see that like
No.
if he stopped lifting, is he gonna go fat?
I'm sorry, John Cena.
They used to box all the guys, and he died.
Kimbo Slice?
Kimbo Slice was swole.
Yeah.
Kimbo Slice swole?
He was
Maybe.
he bald.
Yeah, he was bald as fuck.
He wasn't bald when he first started.
Every time he swung, you see the glistening sweat off his damn chrome. His chrome was, he got the motherfucking D's on his head.
I'm gonna say John Cena's swole because that man wears a damn.
No.
Busta Rhymes is
He's cut. He can get big.
overweight.
Mm.
Okay.
But with the same time, he has muscle with the fat though.
He's like Tim.
That was the Kimbo Slice mentality where it was like he was
in the 90s
big.
was not big like that.
He was
like kind of like he was in shape like he
because he was fucking Michael Myers up with that
Look, man, I tried to tell my mom she was buff, and then she was like, "Stop, that's fat."
Oh. Wait, you said who was buff?
My mom.
Well, your mom was
Bruh.
buff?
Can we all agree that the worst ass women's we ever got was from our mothers?
Yes.
No.
No.
I went to Largo High School and got jumped by a whole neighborhood.
My uncle.
Goddamn.
I got jumped by a whole neighborhood.
That bus must didn't come on.
My mom didn't give the worst ass beanies, but she gave the funniest. Like that
Yeah.
one time, she threw a fish at my sister. She threw.
Like, what type of fish? I meant that.
I think it was tilapia.
Because I wouldn't want to get hit with a salmon.
A salmon? A salmon?
I'm not gonna lie.
And it's funny. And it's
You
funny
won't get hit.
because-
You won't get hit with no catfish. They got armor.
Especially cod. I might fight you over
Salmon,
a
it's
cod.
salmon.
It's funny
Hit me with
because
the square
she
fish.
delayed the throw. Like she looked
So
at my
him
little
to be a
sister,
square?
and my little sister was apologizing. She was like, "Sorry, mom," and she was just. It was like building up because she gave her the look of Africa. That's where I got it from. And she was giving her like the look, and then she just like she it was like she was making a decision whether to hit her or not, but she didn't want to go over there because she knew she was gonna run away and she wasn't trying to have it, so she just chucked the fish at her. There was another time when my sister threw pepperoni in the trash. My mom saw it and chased her up the stairs. Mind you, my mom has knee problems. So when she was running up the stairs, I'm like, oh my God, what the hell did you do? So when she caught her, she beat her ass so bad she couldn't breathe for like 2 minutes.
God damn. She's probably dead.
Nah, she ain't died, but she was like, I can't breathe. And you know, at the time, I'm over here dying. My nigga. That was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
In my case, my mom,
It's
I'd say
funny
she
when-
gave
it's
the
funny when
most.
you see your other siblings get busted up and then you laugh and then they're like, "Stop laughing."
Yeah,
You're
but
like,
but
what?
not
You
but,
want to be next?
but what you're
Yeah, you want to be
not,
next?
but
Smoke.
you're supposed to laugh after the fact, and also you never make eye contact after your sibling get whooped. Because if you make eye contact with your mom,
But I was great to say something.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. But I was just gonna say that like my mom, she gave the most. I'd say she gave me the most painful one, but she didn't give me the worst. My uncle gave me the worst. He had tech. Like
My brother got the worst ass whoopings ever.
it was humiliating and painful.
So there was like one time, I don't know if y'all have heard of like PS74s, but they're like stuff for like school. And like my brother got
Means
one.
you got suspended.
No, we
Yeah.
all got one, but it was for something stupid. So when my mom found out, she was pissed off. She whooped our ass. But then when our grandfather at the time found out, bruh, my brother got his ass whipped straight out the shower, bro. Like he got that wet.
Oh, he used tech.
He got the wet ass weapon. Then he got caught for watching TV when he wasn't supposed to. Then our grandfather took him in the other room. Man got whipped with one of those spike belts. You know, like those design belts, the one with like the metal on it.
That's borderline abuse.
My cousin got caught watching porn when he was little.
borderline.
I was cruising.
Can you really beat someone for watching porn?
And I got a virus. I deleted the virus.
I was like
Speaking
El
of-
Chapo when it came to whoopings. I was dodging them motherfucking cases. Dodging the fuck out of them.
I
Shit.
just stopped crying.
Every time my mother tried to chase me,
Right.
I used to roll underneath my bed. She get her hand stuck on that glue trap. Motherfucker! Can't touch me now. You caught on the glue trap.
Can't touch this.
By the way, you heard they moved up Infinity War release date?
Yo, she tried, but guess what?
Yeah.
I'm already in the living room. Skirt.
Honestly, yeah.
I was trying to make it another comment.
I
It
still
was hard,
gotta
it's hard as
see
shit
the
dodging
other
somebody in the
ones though.
fucking apartment.
God damn it, Red, you disappoint me.
Yeah, I know. So the funniest ass whoopings I've ever I've literally laughed in the middle of this because it was hilarious. My little brother got it real bad because for some reason I think he cursed at my father. So he took him in the back, and all you heard was, "Bah, I'm sorry, Lizzie McGuire, Lizzie McGuire."
McGuire?
I don't know. I lost it.
That's because that was Guardian Angel.
Oh my. I lost it.
Hey, yo,
McGuire.
Yo, everybody in the living room just lost it. I'm like,
That's supposed to be your guardian angel.
Yeah. Lizzie McGuire.
stop.
oh man.
So for me,
Stop.
I ain't get ass whooping, but I was almost SOL one time because
Hello, Tyro.
hello. So the regular school bus that I catch to go home broke down. Like it was still at the school, so I was like, you know what? Instead of waiting for another bus to show up, I decided to just hop on the school bus to go to my grandparents' house. So I went to my grandparents' house. Turns out my grandparents are out of town for the weekend.
Oh, the story.
So
I ain't hear this one.
So I called my mom and I said, "Hey mom, can you come, pick me up from my grandparents' house?" She said, "Why are you at your grandparents' house?" I said, "Well, because the normal bus I take broke down." And she was like, "Well, did they send another bus to replace that one?" I was like, "Well, yeah, but I mean,
You done fucked up.
I mean,
At that moment.
but
I
then
knew
there
I
was this
fucked up.
other bus that took me to my grandparents." So I just decided to get on that one. She was like, "So you want me to come all the way out there to pick you up and bring you back home, all because you didn't want to wait for the actual bus that you need to get on in order to get home to arrive?" Yes.
Oh boy.
And my mom was like, "You're gonna stay there, and I'll pick you up tomorrow." So I spent the. I was at my grandparents' house, but my grandparents weren't home.
So where did you sleep?
In
I
the
slept
house.
I slept in their house because I had the key to their house.
Thank God.
But it was just me in the house by
outside.
myself.
Oh.
So I woke up the next day. Mom came and picked me up. She was not in a good mood, but and she rushed me. But I decided to be a little smart, get my mom some trouble because I didn't appreciate the fact she made me sleep over at my grandparents' house. So I took my time and I came outside and my mom was tired. She gave me a certain time frame to get to that car. And I didn't make it there in time, so she pulled off without me. So I had to chase my mom's car down the street. Thank goodness there was a stop sign, or else I wouldn't have caught her. But even after I caught her, I opened the door, and I was about to get in, and she started driving off again. So I'm running down the street, halfway in the car, waiting for the next stop sign to come so I can get in.
Lord Jesus Christ.
Was this in a neighborhood or was this
This
like?
was in a neighborhood.
Okay, I'm about to say, if this was like in the middle of the highway, bro, you were done. Should have been like, get your ass in the car. Like,
She didn't even say nothing to me the whole time. She was
just driving off.
just driving off.
I looked at you like, it seems you made it.
Oh, now you hurried up.
Yeah. But my mom ain't ever did me like that. See, my mom, see, Miss Sybil.
Oh boy.
Nobody want no
I gotta drop that name real quick. This woman is evil. Violent. The devil himself is afraid of my mama. I'm gonna tell you why. There was one night, and usually the person who get the short end of the stick, no matter what situation, is I. So my uncle was drinking. When he get to drinking, he's a Gemini, by the way.
Lord Jesus.
Cause y'all know what happens to y'all people when they get to drinking.
Yeah.
What you mean you
She
don't
never
know?
drank.
Liar. Who be sneaking in their fall liquor cabinet?
I hope your daddy ain't listening.
Oh shit, we is live. So anyway, so he was drinking. He decides that tonight is country boy night. So he feels the need to walk up to people around the house and threaten them. Just because he's drinking. So he was like, "Man, Sybil, if you want my sister, you say one more word. Pop, 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 pop. Ha, ha, ha." And he proceeded to walk away. And my mom was drinking her Remy Martin, listening to her OJs, which she forced me to play on my PlayStation. And then she stops and goes, "Nigga, pause that." Didn't even say, "Son, can you please pause that?" She said, "Nigga, pause that." And I was like, "Wow, thanks, Mom." I pause it, and she goes, "Thanks, little nigga." And proceeds to walk upstairs.
Any other time, I'd be like, "You lying," but I know him, so I know it's truthful.
She said, "Thanks, little nigga." Had me pause it, walked upstairs, and D was just looking at himself in the mirror like he just cut up and swole. This nigga about as skinny as this microphone. Looking in the mirror, telling himself, "Man, if I was back in shape, how I used to be, motherfucker, catch it." While he choking another bed down. But my mother just walks up and goes, "What'd you say downstairs?" And he was like, "Shovel, how you get in my room?" His door was locked, but the minute she walked up there, it was unlocked. So he was like, "Shovel, how you get in my room? What's going on?" She was like, "I'm asking you, D. What was that you said downstairs?" And he was like, "Ow!" And mind you, I'm peeing. So through the slithers of the crack, I'm just like, just looking as she's just pounding on my uncle, just fucking him up. And then, you know how we like to get involved. You know, you see somebody give, well, you got to comment. So I was like, "Damn, nigga, she beating your ass." I don't know why I did that. But she was like, "What the fuck did you say? You don't cuss around me." She swung. Luckily, I dodged. But she swung so hard that she almost fell down the steps. So I had to catch her. And when I saved her, she proceeded to beat me up.
Damn! What?
So
No one was spared.
Nobody was saved.
No one ate dinner that night.
I'd have let it fall.
And I'm like, "Yo, fucking crying. I saved you. I saved her from a flight of stairs. And I'm getting my ass whooped just because I cussed?"
I feel like she probably would survive. Like, it would have done no damage.
I don't know.
See, this is why y'all smoke.
I'm
like
sure
y'all
those
don't
ladies
want
are
no
not
smoke with his
I'm telling you, my
mother.
mom is crazy. I had to suplex her one time. She swung, yo. She swung. Like, my reflexes are fast. Like, but mind you, after I suplexed her, I stayed with my cousin's house for the next 3 days. I never came home. I packed up my shit in 20 seconds and left. I was gone for so long. My mother called me and was like, "Where are you? You're not telling me where you are. I miss you." But anything could have happened. I'm like, so she must have forgot that I body slammed her. I can go home now. Cause I won't go on like that.
Sometimes
you walked away from home.
Walked.
He ran.
He ran
From home.
He German suplexed his mom's and dipped.
Cause she fucking swung. And she was blaming me for shit that I didn't do. And you know how you have that mom. Everything is your fault.
Yep.
She had a bad day at work. Lost her smart trip. But it's your fault. Her supervisor's being an asshole.
And it's your fault.
It's your fault. So one day, I just couldn't take it no more. Because it all started because there was this little girl who was saying something about me. So I threw a twig at her window. A twig. Just a little.
Was it really a twig, Mark?
Yes, it was a twig. I threw a twig at the window. She proceeds to make up this elaborate story. "He broke my window." Bitch, the window's already broke. This section 8 housing. The window was broke when my cousin used to live in there. You live in my cousin's house. I know who broke the window because my cousin broke the fucking window. So I know the origin of the window. Don't tell me, bitch, about that window. You little heifer. So anyway,
My mom called people girls heifers too.
my mom called females trouts.
That is funny.
My mom called fat people
What?
Obolobo.
That rolls off the tongue too. Oba lobo.
But you know, the little girl's father tried to say, "Oh, you broke our window, somebody will have to pay for that. You gonna have to pay for that." You know what I'm saying? Trying to sound like a rap nigga. I'm like, yo, don't be hollering at me like that. I ain't about to pay for shit, cause I ain't break the fucking window. But I lied and said I would. But then he was like, "You gonna pay for that for real?" I said, "Nah," because I didn't break it. My mom was coming out the shower, and she heard the dude trying to like talk to me. She put on her little, I'm gonna just say Kill Bill jumpsuit. I don't know what the fuck it was. Hair was all not ready for for public view. Came outside with the metal bat and was like, "My son ain't paying for shit." And he was like, "Oh, Sybil, oh, you know me from the old school around Bird Farms. Don't be." She said, "Motherfucker, my son isn't paying for your Section 8 broke ass window. Wait till the first of the month and pay for it like everybody else." And then I laughed, and she pointed the bat at me.
Oh no!
And I was like, "Yeah, it's not funny." So just be careful what y'all say around your mom, cause Lord knows.
Also needed a.
And that's why she swung on me. I suplexed her because I just had enough, Tyrell. It's like working the same job
over and over.
You sound like an abused housewife.